Hi and welcome to today's reading. If you're new here for the first time, please like, share and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. A bit about me first. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to the reading. They come through in little fragments, sometimes in songs, sometimes in movies or TV shows that I'm watching, often in dream downloads or downloads in meditation. They all come through as little puzzle pieces, and once I start to connect them together to form a broader message, I will come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify that message for the collective. On this channel, I use my own hand-illustrated tarot decks, part of my spiritual journey for the past 4 years. I've been guided to create a range of my very own tarot and oracle decks using my own hand-drawn illustrations. And all of the decks that I use on this channel are my own, allowing me to connect even more personally with the messages that I am receiving. So today I'm using a range of 3 oracle decks and 3 tarot decks. And if you are called to any of those and wanting to purchase them, the links to them can be found in the description box. So I'll start with the messages that I have been receiving. And once I go through all of those messages, I will then come and use my decks to clarify. So over the past few days, I have been hearing the Lana Del Rey song, Beautiful. Now, I actually was channeling it the other day in a different reading, but it keeps coming through, which for me means that I have to delve deeper into the message. Now, this message for today's reading is different to the other day. This is in regards to love and potentially separation. And as with a lot of the Pluto and Aquarius readings that I've been doing of late, separation between two individuals who are opposite. So when we think of opposite, we can think of different financial backgrounds, different social backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds, different religious backgrounds. That Lana Del Rey song, Beautiful, is actually the song that is one of the main themes in the movie The Great Gatsby. And because that song had been coming through so frequently over the last few days, and I had no idea where it was from, but because it had been coming through so frequently, I went searching for it and then in turn watched The Great Gatsby, which I haven't watched. I don't know how. I think I watched it when it first came out, didn't really think much of it, and then never watched it again. But obviously with these messages coming through, the things that I've been picking up on, it makes perfect sense why I was guided to watch it. The line from that song was, "Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful?" In that movie specifically, what that line is referring to is he is from a poor background, she is from a wealthy background. She was born into wealth, and within the film, although he started from a poor background, he created his own wealth. And that line, "Will you still love me when you actually realize that I am from not the same background as you?" In that movie, he had created the illusion of wealth, bought the big beautiful house, had the big beautiful parties, hoping that she would step into that illusion so that he could reconnect with her. They had connected once and then they had been separated. And in his mind, he had to create this illusion of wealth in order to feel worthy of her. He believed that he had to be on the same financial level in order to be worthy of her love. So he created this illusion, these big parties, this beautiful big home, and these parties where he was hoping that she would walk into one day and accept him because he showed this external wealth. What he had created, though, this illusion, meant that everything around him was fake. She was actually the only one thing that was real in his life. His love for her was real. Now, her name was Daisy. The daisy flower is a symbol of purity, innocence, and new beginnings. So as I was doing the pre-shuffle, these cards wanted to show themselves. We've got the Fool card, which is number 0 in the tarot. The Fool is the new beginning. And the Two of Wands is making plans. Him building this illusion in order to have a new beginning with her. Number 2. Now, as I said, daisies are a sign of purity, innocence, and new beginnings. In Victorian era, it symbolized a girl's first love and also a hidden love. Now, all through, Daisy actually married somebody else, but she hid her feelings for Gatsby through that marriage. And on the flip side, he built his house across the ocean from her. He could see her house from the pier of his own home. And in that symbol of the daisy, he was actually hiding his love for her as well. Even though he could see her, and if he wanted to, he could reach out and touch her, he was hoping that she would make the first move and walk into the illusion that he had created. Now, a major theme running through that movie is the green light. And in that film, the green light symbolizes, well, one, Daisy, his love for her. It actually symbolized that they existed in the same world and suggested the possibility that they may meet again. But also in that film, that green light also symbolized money, because back then the American dollars were green, but it also symbolized the American dream. So if this reading is resonating with you, if the energy that I'm picking up on today is of a couple where there are differences in money, class, social standings, if there are hidden feelings, a desire for new beginnings, then there may be further messages in this reading for you. Finally, before I start pulling cards, always before I do a reading, I go into meditation and then I use my Spotify. I connect intuitively with music. I use my Spotify liked playlist, which has got thousands and thousands of songs on it, and I will do a random shuffle. What that random shuffle does for me, I choose between 10 and 15 songs that come out on the random shuffle, and it gives me further insight into the messages that are wanting to come through in this reading. I've got 15 songs. I will list those songs out for you, but I'll also put them in the description box. So first of all, I got Christmas Baby, Baby Please Come Home, and that's Paul Kelly and Linda Bull. There may be some significance of Christmas in this connection. Shoot the Moon by Norah Jones. And I think when I think of the moon, I think of the divine feminine and that longing like Gatsby had for Daisy. Better Than by John Butler Trio. I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. The Light She Brings by Joette Breving. Hotel Rosario by Angel Snow. Lose You by Nikki Romero. Chew by May. Kiss Me by Zach Manley. Just a Dream by Nelly. My Girl by The Temptations. Better Fire by Teddy Swims. Foolish One by Taylor Swift. There Will Never Be Another You by Ernestine Anderson. And finally, another Lana Del Rey song, God Knows I Tried. So I will list those songs in the description box. I will also list Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. So I'm going to pop these cards back in. As I said, we've got the Fool and the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is making plans with the Fool for a new beginning. Making plans for a new beginning. Okay, let's see where we go. Ace of Swords, that's a truth. Wow, the High Priestess. High Priestess is what is hidden. That daisy flower, a hidden love. A truth that's needing to come out about a hidden love. Eight of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo. The Sun in Virgo is what you've been working on. This is just before the harvest. This is all of the time that Gatsby took to create this illusion. almost to create this fairy tale that Daisy would walk into. Something turned around. Here we go. The devil, it was an illusion. And ultimately, it is what brought him down, because I want to say the truth was trapped in the lie. But when the lie was revealed, he had nowhere to hide. Yeah. You know, I walked away from that movie and I was really... Six of Wands, victory after a long battle. Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. It's a false victory. Gatsby had a false victory because what he had created was an illusion. He had no friends, and anybody that wanted anything to do with him, they were only there because of his perceived wealth. I mean, not to get into but there was a point in the final stages of the movie where people should have shown up for him and nobody turned up. There was nobody there. He literally had one friend out of this huge circle of filthy rich people. Because as I said before, the devil, the truth was trapped. The truth is trapped in the illusion. The illusion was that to those people, didn't matter how much wealth he had, he was still poor. Because they were born into money. He'd created a false victory for himself because the truth was trapped in a lie. As I was saying, that movie, it just makes me mad, and it makes me really sad. It actually really highlights the shallowness of people. The truth is the shallowness of people. And his only truth was that he loved her. That was the sun trying to come out. Yeah, Ten of Swords. The truth that is revealed to him is that no matter how much money he has, they still saw him or still would see him once they found out that he was from a poor background. They literally turned their back on him. And in that storyline, her husband, most of his storyline was trying to, even though he was an awful person and was awful to her within the marriage and she was miserable and all this sort of stuff, he was having affairs and horrible. But because he had wealth and because he was born into that wealth, he could get away with it and nobody said anything. Maybe something that you're experiencing. But her husband spent a large portion of the storyline trying to unearth the truth as to where Gatsby's money had come from, trying to prove that he was poor so as to break him down and ultimately keep him and Daisy apart. You may have somebody within, if this storyline is resonating with you, you may have somebody within the sphere of your relationship that is trying to dig up dirt on the person that you love in order to keep you separated. That is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, Two of Wands, when we had that come out before, Two of Wands is making plans. The Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries. It is putting those plans into action. If you look at that card, the bird is in flight. In that film, Gatsby utilized the friends, or the friend, he only had one friend, the friend around him to facilitate a meeting with Daisy because she wasn't coming to him. So he staged this meeting with her through, you might have friends that are helping, supportive friends that are helping this union come together. Being the eyes and ears for you, perhaps. Now, the Four of Pentacles is fear. Or sometimes it's being held back. being held back by toxic people that don't want you together. And as I said before, maybe somebody in this scenario can't make the moves, so other people are weaving for them. Almost flying under the radar, too many. That was the Two of Pentacles though, which is Jupiter in Capricorn, which wanted to come out. Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. That's that fine balance, especially if there are sticking points within a couple coming together, different cultures, different backgrounds, different religions, different ethnicities, different financial brackets, that careful balance. And I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles here too. You know, I think in some ways, part of the reason why Gatsby was waiting for Daisy to come to him was because the Four of Pentacles is sometimes a fear that what he had built, the fear that the illusion that he had built wasn't going to be enough for her. And on the bottom, Justice. Justice is Libra. Justice is number 11. Make sure I've got these up the right way. King of Wands. King of Wands, a lot of the time for me, is what I call the Fakey McFakerman card. So he had created a fake persona, which in the end got him unstuck. Well, no, got him stuck, really. He'd created this illusion to try and win her back. Yeah, and it got him stuck. 3-3. That is the Three of Swords. That's Mars. That is Saturn in Libra. King of Cups. We've got two cards here. King of Cups is the most amount of love. But the King of Cups often has the full cup of love, but doesn't necessarily give it, which is what Gatsby did. Instead of engaging with her, he created this, I heard circus, he created this circus, this whole big illusion with this King of Wands, Fakey McFakerman. He created this whole facade, and he trapped himself in it. Because once he was in it, he had to keep playing the part. If he was to come forward and tell her how much love he had for her. Well, and in the end, he did. And that was the beginning of the downfall. He came forward to tell her, but in telling her, he also had to unravel the lie that he had created. The lie that he could see her from the end of his pier, that he had bought the house directly across the street. Well, not across the street, across the river, I think it was. The fact that I said directly across the street, he snookered himself. I just keep hearing he trapped himself because of this lie. That is the Four of Swords. 2 3s, 2 4s. The Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. So we've got Saturn in Libra and Jupiter in Libra. 2 Libra. And we've got Justice here, which is also Libra. Libra is this balance. Currently, we have the South Node in Libra. So the South Node is the things that you are releasing. Normally things that you have worked on and that you're comfortable in. They're things that you've worked on from your past life. And now to move forward, you have to release those things in your current life in order to move forward. So he had to release his childhood wounds and patterning and his fears, step out of his comfort zone in order to re-engage with her. But how do you do that when who you are presenting yourself to and how you are presenting yourself to the person that you love is wrapped up in a lie? Oh, the bottom, we've got justice again. Wow. The Tower. And that was the secret coming out. The secret coming out. We had, and we've got the Ten of Swords here. What the cards are saying is that until nothing could happen between these two, nothing can happen if this is resonating with you. Nothing can happen until this Ace of Swords, until this truth comes out, until this lie is revealed. Even though it's painful, the Tower, some sort of illusion is going to come crashing down, but it will bring justice. And look, under here, we've got death and rebirth, new beginning. We had the Fool card, and then underneath that, we have the truth. A truth needs to come out for a new beginning to happen. That's really beautiful. And it has something to do with the South Node, with the Libra. We've got 2 Libras here. It has something to do with toxic patterns, toxic mindset that has been built up, potentially like Gatsby, from childhood. Childhood woundings, childhood patterns that have created this illusion. Created this feeling like Gatsby, like he wasn't worth anything unless he presented himself to the woman that he loved in a certain way. And that's when you get your proper victory, because Eight of Swords is being trapped, because you can then walk away from the things that are in your past and should stay in your past. You get the proper victory. 8 of Cups, this year is 2024. That is number 8. 8 is karmic cycles, the end of karmic cycles, and abundance. Abundance. 10 of Pentacles, Judgment. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is fast forward movement. In this deck, these two running away together because a truth has come out, allowing for a new beginning, this 10 of Pentacles, allowing you to walk away from past patterns. And look, we've got past patterns. That's him sleeping, waiting for her to come. Divine timing. And then we've got the Star under there. And this is a destined connection, but this particular process, and this is potentially, if you're at the end of, if you're resonating with this, if you're at the end of this journey, this is potentially the hardest bit. I mean, the hardest bit, I don't know if you've watched the film. He got his friend, who was Daisy's cousin, who lived next door, to organise a little tea gathering to invite Daisy over so that he could just accidentally walk in, knock on the door. And he was so frightened. When she arrived, he went and hid. He was so frightened. 1, because he was so in love with her. But 2, because he wanted the justice. He wanted the victory with her. And in that reconnection, it allowed that dialogue to happen about what he had built, the money that he had come into, and the reasoning behind everything. Okay, this is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. Let's see what messages want to come out. Impenetrable energy. Once the truth comes out, fated. Once the truth comes out, there is no stopping. Because it is, it's the key that finally opens up. If you were asking a question, no is your answer. Once that key, once this Ace of Swords, once that key unlocks the door, there's no stopping. Patience and perseverance. Potentially it's taken a long time. You're already doing it. You're already on the way to unlocking. Look, mastery and death and rebirth. You're already on the way to unlocking whatever needs to be unlocked, to unlocking that truth. And love is the greatest healer. He did everything he did for love. As I said, that movie made me really sad. This is my Angel Oracle deck. Let's see what comes through. Yeah, look, 11, victory. So this is, Six of Wands is victory. You've got an angel working with you, Lavia, number 11. You've got an angel working with you, taking this relationship from a false victory to a full-blown victory. Somebody is working with somebody in this relationship in order to get balance, to get justice. '24, general protection. That is number 24. 24 might be significant, given that I said it twice unknowingly. 24, 2024, maybe this is happening this year. As I said, it is number 8, karmic justice and abundance. 35, Shevakia, number 8, at 3 and a 5 adds up to 8. Reconciliation, peace and harmony. This angel is working for this justice, for this fated couple. Let's see what else wants to come out. 67, EAL, it's truth. That was the first card we had out. The Ace of Swords, which is the truth. Ace of Swords is Archangel Michael. A truth coming out. Number 3, protection from harm. Angel names are so hard to pronounce. 58, Yalel, mentality. Again, a number 8, a 5 and a 3, Nanael, spiritual communication and mediation. I'm going to do one more. Thank you. Oh, it's given us 2. Number 14, Mebahel, justice, truth and freedom. Again, a truth. And this one, number 41, Hahahel, divine mission. When divine mission comes out, that means that this is a divine couple. There was something about this couple, a reconciliation by this couple, that will help elevate the collective, the group of people around you, either in a smaller group, in a larger group, or, you know, on a bigger setting. Something about this relationship that will show people that differences in people, whether it be religious, spiritual, cultural, physical, financial, logistical, that differences in people are not an obstacle. That love is actually what's most important. Number 36, Menadel, protects your employment and preserves your livelihood. Okay, this is my love messages oracle deck. We're going to see what message your person wants to tell you. Oh, look, I love you. You inspire me. You help me heal. This is a bit cute. Whoop. That's too many, but we're going to take him. I want you to put yourself first. That landed on the Justice card. And over the top of the Devil. I need time to sort through my thoughts. As I said, if this is the last phase of truth and honesty is my priority. Maybe this person getting the courage. If this is, as I was saying, if this is the last phase of this relationship, this truth being revealed, it's potentially that final stretch before you reach the mountaintop. Imagine you're climbing a mountain and you're exhausted and you know you've only got 10 steps to go, but they're the hardest 10 steps. And you've really got to give yourself a pep talk in order for truth and honesty to be your priority, in order to come forward with that truth. And if you think of Gatsby, he had created this whole life around this lie, around this illusion. And now he had to come forward and tell the truth. And everything could have been ripped down. So it's a scary thing to do if somebody has to come forward. And whether they're telling the truth to you or they're telling the truth to their family or to their friends or to their workmates or to whoever. I want a new beginning with you. I've never forgotten you. And I think about Daisy. I mean, she knew that I would love to see you and talk to you. She knew that she was in love with him, but she was finding it difficult to tell her husband the truth. Just as Gatsby was finding it difficult to tell people that he wasn't born into money, and that he wasn't the same as them. Don't be hasty. Breaking bad habits. Maybe being hasty is a bad habit. Running away and not being honest. Breaking the bad habits and deciding, I couldn't handle the power of our connection, and deciding to tell the truth even though you're scared of the potential outcome. I dream about you and our future. And on the bottom, I'm the happiest when I am with you. Now, finally, we're going to get some Scrabble tiles in this little jar. I've got Scrabble tiles. They've got letters and numbers on them. I'll call out both. It could be your first, middle, or last initial, or that of the person that you are dealing with, potentially the person that you love, or somebody in and around this connection that's helping or creating obstacles. Oh, goodness. When it does that, sometimes I get 3 or 4 letters. Other times I just get literally, I mean, there's still, well, there's not really that many in there, but okay. We've got a J and an 8, a W and a 4, a H and a 4, a K and a 5, a D and a 2, a B and a 3, a Z and a 10, a C and a 3, an E and a 1, an L and a 1, an A and a 1, a T and a 1, an X, somebody from your past, an X coming back, a P and a 3, an O and a 1, an I and a 1, a Q and a 10, an M and a 3, a V and a 4, an F and a 4, a U and a 1, and an N and a 1. Just looking at what I've got there, a lot of letters. Okay, that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said, I will list those songs in the description box. Please have a look at those because some may provide more messages in the lyrics. As I said, if you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, you can find the links to those in the description box. If you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe. If you want to be notified of future readings, please hit the notification bell. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you again in another reading.